Time now on Sky Sports Radio for Going Greyhounds. For your daily update of the latest news and tips.
Sky Sports Radio, Liam Tapper is joining us now, Greyhound Racing New South Wales. Morning, Liam.
Good morning to you, Cozzy. It's great to be here, and what another great episode of Going Greyhounds we're in for today. It's been a big few days in Greyhound Racing, and boy, just seems like it keeps on going with the Australian Cup Carnival getting underway over the weekend to the upcoming heats. This Saturday night, we also have the Group 2 Cyril Rowe Bulleye Gold Cup Final, the preludes for the Group 1 Easter egg. Boy, it certainly is an exciting time here in Greyhound Racing. However, like all good things, they must come to an end for now. And that's the case, as we heard earlier this week, for Good Odds Harada after Frank and Tracy Hurst made that decision for him to step away from racing for the time being and take a break at stud. We all know he's out and a fantastic greyhound. He's out of that collision solar pack litter and is a Group 1 winner himself. So he's no doubt going to be a success at stud. We'll be lucky enough to hear from Frank this morning on Going Greyhounds before we cover off on all of the other news making headlines around the greyhound racing world on today, Wednesday, February 19. However, let's get straight into it. We have him on the line right now. It's the trainer of Good Odds Harada, Mr. Frank Hurst. How are you today, Frank?
I'm good, thanks, mate. How are you?
I'm doing my best. Yeah, I'm doing well, mate. I guess the news kind of, for some of us, it took us by surprise, but this had always been a plan for the future. Was this decision made lightly between you and Tracy?
Not really, mate. No. It just sort of, it had to happen. He's been up for 14 months, so by him being so popular, mate, he got invited everywhere. He went from, Brisbane to WA racing, and everyone wanted him at their track, and we were getting invitations everywhere, and it was hard to knock him back because we didn't want to offend anyone, and we wanted to get him out there. But a time had come; he just had enough, mate. And so had I. We come home from Melbourne on Saturday night, mate, and we were both buggered. So the decision was easy then.
Yeah, I guess all trainers, owners, and breeders hope for a sensational litter, or a number of litters, and I expect that you and Tracy will be no different. Has there been much interest over the past 48 hours since the news broke?
What's happened with Frank's line there, Liam?
Okay, no. Oh, beautiful. He's there. Yeah, sorry, Frank. Mate, just as I was saying, has there been much interest about Good Odds Harada over the past 48 hours?
Oh, we haven't really, it's only, we haven't, we drew straws yesterday, mate. We're going to start doing them. He's not really advertised it as yet as a commercial thing, mate, so it'll be probably 2 or 3 weeks before we put him out there.
Yeah, slowly, I guess that's the way it works. Now, how is he within himself? Because I did speak to Tracy earlier in the week and she said that he wasn't injured, and you've just alluded to it, that he was quite weary from the travel, as you and Tracy were, because it was such a big workload. Is that correct? Time to just give him a bit of a break?
Yeah, mate, he was just flat. He come home from there, he lost a bit of weight going down to Melbourne, and then, he come home and he just wasn't himself, and because we care about him so much, the decision was easy to finish him. But in saying that, it's not 100% that he's retired. It's just he's having a break. He'll do a few things, a few bitches or whatever, and maybe he'll come back down the track. We're still gonna break that prize money record, mate. He's good enough. We want to do it. He wants to do it. It's just something that's on the card. It's like probably on the bucket list or whatever, but and he's not even 3 years old yet, mate, so there's plenty of time for him.
Well, hopefully we're set for a few more special moments from the big guy. Now, Frank, I'd like to take you back to one of those special moments and to a very special night.
Racing, get a gizmo, began brilliantly. Good Odds Harada came out running. Shiver Shine charging down the outside. Good Odds Harada led. Shiver Shine moving up on the outside. Get a gizmo angling for a run, and then flying Bazza Pindara Express, and then Jimmy Casey, Kurt Lee, Black Opium at the tail. Good Odds Harada by 2. Shiver Shine tries hard. 2 to get a gizmo, they swing. Good Odds Harada in the lead. Shiver Shine can't get there. Good Odds Harada will win the $10 million chase.
Now, Frank, listening back to that, it gives me goosebumps sitting here today. How does that make you feel hearing that race back again?
Mate, it gives me double goosebumps. Believe me. That was a 3-month series, virtually. Every dog in Australia had their chance to get in it and be in it, and we got in it, and we won it, and we beat all the best dogs in Australia in the fastest time that's ever been run at Wentworth Park for 3 years. So the thrill and just sensational, mate. Can't believe it. Still can't believe it.
No, mate, it was some remarkable night, and I guess the question on everyone's lips now, probably the golden Easter eggs out of the question, maybe back for the Nationals, but could we see Good Odds Harada try and go back-to-back with $1 Million Chasers in 2020?
Why not? Why not? He's good enough, like, I honestly believe, because he'd been up for 14 months or something without a spell, I sort of believe, you give him 6 weeks off or 2 months. Normally I only give a dog a month off, otherwise they go into holiday mode, but he can go into holiday mode, and I believe he'll come back better than ever. So I don't see why anything's impossible for him.
Well, Frank, to you and Tracy, thank you very much for being so open with your time, and thank you for being fantastic ambassadors for our sport. We wish you all the very best, and we wish Good Odds Harada all the very best at stud. We can't wait for what the next few months holds for him, mate. Thank you very much for joining us on Going Greyhounds today, Frank.
Thanks very much, and thanks for your support over the last 12 months, mate. Thank you.
Appreciate it. There you go, Cozzy. I've said it once and I'll say it again, Frank. He is a real gentleman of Greyhound Racing, so we do hope the Good Odds Harada does go very well at stud.
Now, Liam, a former Bulleye Cup winner who's looking to claim another crown.
Yeah, that's right, Cozzy. I guess attention does turn to the Bulleye Cup. Now, Mark Gatt, he claimed the 2018 title with Ritzoleni, the only greyhound to break the 26-second mark in a Bulleye Cup. It was a race record of 25.95. He's drawn box 8 this year with Tennessee Tiger. He believes that his runner needed to draw out wide and in the pink there. Given the competition in this one, he does need a strong start as well. So he's won 4 from 5 in the pink, so keep an eye on the Tiger, Cozzy.
All right, now there could potentially be a great story out of the South Coast event too.
Yeah, and I guess away from Mark's runner and away from Turbo Thomas and Ebby Infrared, this story would be fantastic. Just 4 years ago, Peter Mattress, he quit his full-time job to become a greyhound racing trainer. And on Saturday night, he gets his first crack at the big time when his dog Bill Bath lines up in the Group 2 Cyril Rowe Cup. He says that Bill Bath does handle it wide, however, he is happy with the box 2 draw. Because he's gone well there at Maitland before on that other one-turn track here in New South Wales. He did win in his first look at Bulleye on February 8 in a time of 26.22, so not far off the heat times. And he does think he'll be there come the business end, so another one to keep your eye on.
All right, and some good news for the Canamble Cup.
Yeah, the institution that is this Canamble Cup. I was actually fortunate enough to go there myself last year, and from speaking to the locals and the regulars, it really takes you back, to the halcyon days of greyhound racing. You could just picture Paul Ambrosoli up there in the tower, but enough from me. Over the course of these past few days, both BetDogs.com and Garrard's Horse and Hound have signed on as partners for this iconic event. This is obviously fantastic news, not just for the Canamble Cup, but also for the industry as a whole, with good, strong partners showing their support for what will be a bumper few days up there in the bush, and also in a town which really benefits from the economic injection of people who come in across the long weekend. And just one final one, Cozzy, something that's just come across my desk earlier this morning. There were obviously terrible storms right across many parts of the state last night, and Coudal trainer Amanda Ginn's property was badly affected, suffering some major damage. We've heard that she was in some pretty troubled waters out there rescuing dogs with her and her team, and I can say from first-hand experience, Amanda loves her greyhounds as much as anyone that I've seen across the industry, and she's always there to help when anyone else needs assistance across the industry. We've been told that there will be a fundraiser set up, so people can get in touch with the organiser, Rayleigh Shearer. That's Rayleigh Shearer on her Facebook page. So it is terrible news, Cozzy, but once again, it just shows the greyhound community spirit is well and truly alive and kicking.
Now we've got a couple of winners for us.
Yeah, at Richmond today, race 9, box 8, Sierra Moon resumes here today after scoring at Gosford from the pink in 22.11 last November. Cozzy, she's already a winner here at Richmond over this trip, so she's our top pick. At Wentworth Park then tonight, Lily Banner, race 8, box 7. She's been flying of late and came out absolutely rolling here last start. and she should be way too good for the rest of the field. So once again, that's Richmond race 9, box 8, and Wentworth Park race 8, box 7.
All right, good on you, Liam. Have a top day.
Yeah, same to you, Cozzy.